Hi friends, my name is krishnaakumalla. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss on cost of property. When we say cost of property, what are the components we need to include? What are the expenses? When I say components, what are the expenses to be included as a part of cost of property? That is what we are going to do. And we are also going to discuss what are the costs not to be included as a part of cost of property. That is also being discussed today. Okay, without wasting much time, let us get into the presentation. Okay, guys, we are going to talk about cost of property today. When I say cost of property, what are the expenses to be included as a part of cost of property? That is what we are going to do. First one, its purchase price. Obvious, right? When we purchase a property or a plant or a machinery, its purchase cost has to be. Purchase cost has to be. So purchase cost is must. Non-refundable import duties and any purchase taxes also to be non-refundable. If at all any taxes you paid along with the purchase cost, and if those taxes are non-refundable, then you have to include them as a part of cost of property. If they are refundable, you should not include. If the taxes are refundable, you should not include. If they are non-refundable taxes, then you have to include as a part of cost of purchase. So, purchase cost and non-refundable import duties and any purchase taxes to be included. After adding these two, any trade discount given by the seller has to be deducted because we are buying the asset, right? The seller obviously will give some trade discount at times, right? So the trade discount has to be reduced, deducted from the cost. Clear? Next. Any cost directly attributable to bring the asset to the location. Any cost directly attributable to bring the asset to the location. This is very important. So, my asset was purchased in a different location. My site is located in a different location. Suppose my site is located at A place, and I purchased a machinery at B place. So I need to bring this asset from B place to A place, right? So for bringing the asset from B place to A place, whatever expenses I incur, those expenses are called directly attributable to bring the asset. So you are bringing this asset from this place to this place, and whatever expenses you are incurring for bringing this asset is called directly attributable cost to bring the asset to your location. What are they? Simple. Here it has been given very clearly. Cost of employee benefits who got directly involved in bringing this asset here. If any employee or employees got involved directly in bringing this asset from B location to A location, that has to be considered. All employee benefits as a part of cost of acquisition. Cost of site preparation. You are bringing this machinery from B location to A location. B location to A location. A location is your location. When you are bringing that asset to A location, you need to prepare your site, to install that asset, right? You need to prepare the site for installation. So any cost incurred to prepare the site, that cost to be included as a part of it. That is called directly attributable to the asset. Initial delivery and handling costs. So if you want to bring this, someone has to upload this into a lorry or any train or goods. Somewhere he has to upload this, load the machinery to that vehicle. So loading charges, delivery charges. So loading charges are nothing but your handling charges, and delivery charges, they are all directly attributable to bring the asset from B location to A location. That has to be. Installation and assembly cost. Once the asset is received at your location, that has to be installed in your location. So any installation and assembly cost has to be included. Yes. Cost of testing whether the asset is functioning properly or not. This is another important point. Asset is installed. You need to test that asset, right? Whether that asset is working, properly or not. Here, one important point. While testing this asset, you might produce some sample products. You have to produce to see whether this asset is working fine or not, right? So you will produce some products. Those products are called sample products. Why they are called as sample products? Because they are being produced to test the machinery. So those sample products, whatever you produce, you can sell them, right? You might sell them. If you sell those products and realize some amount out of selling, that has to be reduced from the cost. Amount whatever realized by selling those samples has to be reduced from the cost. So samples, whatever samples produce, sell them, realize some amount has to be reduced. The amount realized has to be reduced from the cost. Then professional fees, engineers hired for helping or installing a machine. So you need to hire some skilled people like engineers or technicians. So you need to pay something for installation. So that amount also considered as directly attributable asset. Clear? Next. The initial estimate of the cost of dismantling, removing the item and restoring the site on which an asset is located. Very important. See, you are bringing this asset from B location to A location. In A location, already you have one machinery which is not in use because its useful life is over, and you are replacing this asset with the new one. So what you are supposed to do? The old asset which is already in your site has to be dismantled. The old asset which is already there in your site has to be dismantled. You need to dismantle this asset. You need to remove this asset, and you need to clear this site. You need to clear the site. Why you need to clear? Any garbage or any particles or any items available on the floor, and the site has to be taken out, and you have to keep the site properly to bring this asset and install here. So the existing old asset which is not in use has to be dismantled, removed, and your site should be prepared in such a way that the new asset can be installed in the same location. So whatever cost you incur to remove this existing asset or dismantle this existing asset and keep that site ready for installing the new asset also to be part of your cost of installation, cost of property. Here, so these are the points you need to keep in mind while calculating the cost of property. What are the costs we are not supposed to include as a part of cost of property? That is something which we need to discuss. Cost of opening new facility or a business, such as an inauguration cost. You are starting a new business or new facility that doesn't have any relation to bring this asset here. You are in total, you are starting a new business, you are inaugurating a new business. That inauguration cost is something different. It doesn't have any relation to the installation of this asset. So inauguration cost for new facility or a new business doesn't have any relation to the cost of property, and you should not include them. Clear? Cost of introducing new product or service. That comes under advertisement and promotional activity. It doesn't have any relation to the new machinery installation. You are advertising your product. You are trying to sell your product. You are communicating to the customers that yes, this is the product available. It doesn't have any relation to the installation of the machinery, new machinery. So you should not include the promotional cost or advertisement cost as a part of your cost of property. Clear? Next. Cost of conducting business in a new location or with a new class of customers. Here, very important. Suppose you are starting in a business in a new location. So you are hiring the people, training them how to handle the customers, how to sell your business, how to promote your products, how to educate your retailers or wholesalers or your customers. That is totally a different story altogether. It doesn't have any relation to your installation of the new. So those costs are not supposed to be included as a part of cost of property. Last one, any administrative and other general overheads. Administrative expenses, how come they have relation to your cost of property? Administrative expenses, whether you bring the asset, you don't bring the asset, install the asset, you don't install the asset, administrative and other general overheads continue to be there. You have to incur those expenses to manage your business. They are not related to this product. They are not related to this machinery installation. They are not directly attributable to the cost of property. So any administration and other overheads incurred are not supposed to be part of your cost of property. This point also you need to keep in, right? This is about the cost of property, how a cost of property has to be included, what are the expenses to be included, what are the expenses directly attributable to the to bring the asset to the location, also we discussed, and what are the expenses not supposed to be included as a part of cost of property also we discussed. And I hope you are clear on this topic, right? That's all for the today. Thank you so much.